morning. My recitation is titled, Give Me the Chance. Wunmi has the strength of the world. Give me the chance to have authority over me. Allow me the opportunity to participate in politics. Enable me the voice to speak out their words. Bring me the determination to take part in election. Encourage women ambition to education. Give promotion to women administration. Support women empowerment in government. Confer women the chance to rule our land. Award women the opportunity to lead our kingdom. Is an act of religion pregnant following 18 years. Teenage pregnancy is a process that leads to monodeficiency. It brings about illiteracy. It creates calamity. It brings about liability and poverty. It affects the girl's living condition and creates confusion and depression and distraction in women and girls' education. It limits girls' activities and denies them for certain opportunities. Teenage pregnancy is a secret harm that enhances the adolescent girls. It is very harmful, so we need to be careful. It gives embarrassment to women achievement. Teenage pregnancy involves illiteracy, girls' deficiency, and abstinence. Teenage pregnancy is bad. It affects girls' children. So United Nations, NGOs, government, firms, and private people that work against teenage pregnancy to protect Liberian children. Female children of Liberia, let's play a role in everything teenage pregnancy to have better life community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's work to stop teenage pregnancy at home. Women and girls' education is the most important education in the world. When women are educated, they have privileges and advantages. Women and girls' education brings about promotion, competition, and attraction. It is by the power of women education that President Eli Sincerely became president. By the power of women education, EP Joel Howard Taylor became vice president. Ladies and gentlemen, women and girls education.
Peace, justice, and equality for everybody. And I will commit my loyalty to the flag, leaders and constitution of this freedom of liberty. They vow my word not to harm or go against the nation and its people. Long live my promise, long stand our flag, long live Liberian people, for no more war, no more bloodshed. Long last our peace and long live Mama Liberia. Fellow Liberians, I promise my honor. Thanks.
Wasn't that amazing? More than amazing, right? Thank you very much to LRA, Liberia Recitation Association, for those amazing recitations. Moving forward. forward. Okay. Right now, we're having a quick short break for pictures, but I believe with me having a master sheet, I can change that. I would love to call on a young lady that works with the Women Support Women Initiative program. She's a young lady just like you. She's been volunteering to ensure that she'll be able to reach out, serve her community. Because it's about service to humanity, volunteering. So, I would love to call on Faith M. Musa that will come and do the introduction of our guest speaker. Event and the Women Support Women Initiative, Madam Faith.
All protocols observed.
Thank you.
Excellencies, special guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to all. It is an honor for me today to introduce to you our special guest, Her Excellency Chief Dr. Joelle Howard Taylor, an astute female politician, a lawyer, a gender advocate, a public servant, an educator, a humanitarian, the first female vice president of Liberia, and a positive role model for Liberian women and girls in particular, and African and girls in general. Chief Dr. Howard Taylor is privileged to be a daughter of Bon County matrilineal, born to the royal household of Kekula Giddens of Sanoyo District. King Giddens doing his developed the script of the Pele language. She is also a daughter of Lofa County matrilineal. Amongst her 7 siblings, she was the 5th child born in Lofa County. Before her parents moved to Bon County as health professionals seeking greener pastures in order to adequately provide for the large family. Nini, as she was affectionately called, was raised as a child on the Phoebe Hospital compound in Bon County. Under the watchful eyes of her loving parents, Mr. Moses Y. Howard and Mrs. Nora Giddens Howard, both of them whom had an invariable healthcare careers and died in service to the nation. Before becoming the nation's second citizen, she previously served as senior senator of the nation's 3rd most populous county, Bon County, a post to which she was elected twice in a highly challenged electoral process, which she won with flying colors. Chief Dr. Howard Taylor has served the nation with distinction for 24 years in various public and private institutions. High amongst these positions was being the 21st First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, Deputy Governor of the National Bank, now called the Central Bank of Liberia, and President of the Agricultural Cooperative Development Bank. As a result of her deep respect for the value of good education being the basis for success, she has obtained the following degrees from reputable and local international institutions. College of West Africa, 1980, Liberia School Diploma. University of Liberia, 1985, BSc in Economics. American Institute of Banking, USA, 1991. Honors graduate, postgraduate, diploma in banking. American Institute of Banking, USA, 1992. Honors graduate, postgraduate, diploma in professional banking. Cottington University, Liberia, 2007. Honors graduate, cum laude, MBA Finance. St. Clement's University College, 2016. Honorary doctorate degree in leadership. Louis Ada Graham School of Law, University of Liberia, 2011. Honors graduate, magna cum laude, LLB. University of Costa Rica, honorary doctorate degree in public administration. Gabriel L. Dennis Foreign Service Institute, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Liberia, 2017. Graduate Diploma in International Relations, honors graduate. The London Graduate School, United Kingdom, 2019. Master Class Certificate in Management and Leadership. University of Calabar, Republic of Nigeria, 2020. Honorary doctorate degree in gender development. Tata Taylor is an active and impactful stateswoman. On account of her service to her nation and her international engagements, she has received many national and international awards. Of note are the following: the nation's highest honor of Knight Great Dame of the Most Venerable Order of the Pioneers in 2002, granted to her by former President Charles G. Taylor of her humanitarian services to the nation as a 21st First Lady. The Eddie Johnson Sirleaf Presidential Award for Humanitarian Services and Contribution to Youth Development in 2011. The African Women Achievers Award as African Mentor and Role Model in 2013. As a result of for her passion and commitment for a better and more equitable nation for all Liberians, she was referred to as the People's Senator. And in confirmation to this title, Newsweek magazine voted her the second powerful female politician in Liberia in 2011. The African Leadership Award for Outstanding African Female Leader and Most Influential Female Public Figure in West Africa in 2018. And last but not the least, she has recently been selected by the International Women's Political Leaders Forum, chaired by former President Helen Clark, as patron for the Girls Leadership Initiative Africa. Chief Dr. Howard Taylor sought after mentor and inspirational speaker, both at home and abroad. As a result of her national and international engagements, her name has become a household one both home and abroad. In spite of her busy political schedule, Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor is a humanitarian at heart, especially as it relates to economic and political empowerment of women and girls. She has used her status in this nation as a springboard to continue to contribute to many causes, some of which are to the Rural Women Association of Liberia. Many scholarships and trainings of disadvantaged young persons to other organizations which provide mentorship and training for girls across the nation. In order to further her passion for lifting women and girls, she established more than 20 years ago an NGO called the Joel Starfish Foundation, which continues to support thousands of girls in the areas of mentoring, empowerment, and support to victims of sexual and gender-based violence. She is one of the Liberian strongest voices of advocacy for gender equality, respect for the rule of law, international equality, transformational change, and good governance, among others. Excellency, special guest, Ladies and gentlemen, please stand with me as we welcome our guest speaker for today, Her Excellency Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, Senior Vice President of Liberia, the standard bearer of the National Patriotic Party since 2011, and a key politician, an advocate, a lawyer, a mentor, an inspirational speaker, a dedicated public servant, a humanitarian, an African female icon, and a positive role model. She's not here in person, but proxy for her is Madam Grace Cordner Broman, gender consultant from the Office of the
I'm getting scared now. Yeah, everybody hold me in contempt. Thank you, sir. Okay, have your seat. Our organizers, the National Civil Society Council of Liberia chairperson, all of our distinguished platform guests, our young ladies across the hall, all other protocols observed. It is a pleasure and a privilege for me to stand here today to represent Her Excellency Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia and the founder of the Joel Starfish Foundation. It is a privilege because there are so many women in the office of the Vice President. And there are other women that work along with the Vice President, both here and abroad, that could have represented her here today. The Vice President asked me to express her regret for not being here today due to unavoidable circumstances. And I'm happy that she spoke to the organizer before I got here. She has been planning for this program for a very long time. The Vice President is here with you in spirit, and she put her voice, she empowered me with her voice this morning to be here. Talking about women political participation, women economic empowerment, the right of the girl child, the right of children. These are issues that the Vice President stands for, not only here in Liberia, but also outside of Liberia. Our Vice President, as she have the Joel Starfish Foundation, also have the Joel Starfish Foundation in other countries, not only in Liberia, including Sierra Leone, Mozambique, and other African countries. The life of a girl child is the center of development in any nation, especially so our dear country, Liberia. A lot of the times people want to know, what can a girl do? If you have not seen what the girl can do, then you should go and check Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. You also need to check Madam Joel Howard Taylor. Probably you need to check Nyomli Kanga. You need to start checking Mema Briggs. Check why did they so much honor Muna Penom the late. Check so many other females. Check why are they celebrating the late Rosalind Tower. Why are we still celebrating Angie Brooks, Olubeke King Akinwele? Why are we still celebrating these women? So many other Liberian women, powerful Liberian women. If you have a girl child and you make sure you educate her, you bring her up properly, you train her well, definitely excuse me, you will reap the fruits of your labor. And this is important today for the mothers that are sitting across the hall and that are listening to me across the nation and other parts of the world, for us to take the issue of the girl child so importantly. It's good to have children. Most of the time in Liberia, we say children are God's blessing. How can they be God's blessing when you have them and you cannot send them to school? When you have them and you cannot feed them? It's important, yes, children are the blessings from God. That's why we all have some. But you have to prepare to be able to have them. And when you have them, you have to stand for them. You have to support them. You have to take care of them. Education is no longer cheap. A lot of us went to government schools. And we are here today making news across the world. But now it's no longer like that. In fact, the closest government school to you is like $300 transportation to go and come back. So even if you were managing to send your girl child or your son to school, you need something like $500 a day to just pay their way. How much was our recess? Today now recess is $300. Kobo. Mommy put the pepper. Mommy put the pepper on her. You have to believe God to eat when you go to school. So sending children to school is no longer a joke. So you have to be prepared for it. Prepare and prepare. And the young ladies, it's important for you to take your time. The vice president had creeps every day when she sees girls, and it's like she should just take everybody. Everybody come with a problem. Hey, bring that one there. Everybody come, bring that one. And when she see the child, and then the child say, you know, my mother don't have it. She also want to provide market money for the mother. Because if the mother does not have, she will not take care of the girl. She will not take care of the boys. And so our boys are becoming something else. The thing I'm seeing in Liberia, I live in Nigeria for 8 years. I'm not saying they ain't got all these things, Ghana, other parts of Africa. But the thing that happening in Liberia, how you will be keeping the Zogo in your house and then you pretending like you don't know that Zogo there? Why are we doing this? Our daughters are doing things. You know, my pastor said the other time, how do you allow your girl child to bring her boyfriend to sleep in your house? Now the vice president tell me no. I'm myself talking in. I mean, your girl child can go out, She can do anything. But your girl child bringing her boyfriend to sleep with her free of charge under your roof. And then we agree to it. And then the guy didn't stop there because the man got a free space. He comes there in the evening. He eats his food free of charge. The mother-in-law cooking. Then the guy impregnates your daughter. And then away he gone. So now you got 2 babies. You're thinking about sending your girl to school and thinking about sending the grandchild to school. And so you got to do half-half. And since it's half-half, it will not be full. You get her small, you get her child small. So you just send the child to the school right behind the house. Sometimes teacher there, Sunday, no teacher there. The thing I'm talking here, all of other here will know what I'm talking about. No good school every day, they come home. No good school. But we are promoting it. Why I say that only your daughters are having a problem? Right in Monrovia, it's not somewhere else. In Monrovia here, there are Nigerian daughters here. They don't move inch. They stay kneeling down to greet. But they were born and bred here. But mommy put her foot down. Why are we not? I see people they dress a 3-year-old, 5-year-old girl child like you dressing a 18-year-old girl. You start making a girl to be woman before time. No children clothes in the market again, Your 6 years old is wearing makeup too. You even facing her nails. You putting out latches on a 10 years old child. And then you say want your daughter to do the class. She will not do the class. How you want her to do the class? Because she pays so much attention to her beauty. The beauty now they say when you turn a day, when you see some of the children say getting they just fall down from heaven. So why do you think that your daughter is so fine and somebody, I want to say this. There's a little girl who, I know all of you remember a few times ago we had this issue with the Modern School. And there were protests and counter protests, all kinds of things about the girls from about the Modern School. The Modern School girls were not raped by foreigners. They were raped by our own Liberian brothers. And some of them were even punished. Some of them went to jail, and I remember one of them died in jail. But the lady who came here to take care of our girls, we went after that woman until we drove her out of Liberia. What happened to the girls? All the girls have gone back to West Point. The vice president attended one of the graduation ceremonies. She was the keynote speaker there, and she said, okay, she was going to take care of the whole graduating class. I think about 30 girls. Those girls are the only ones that have hope today, because Madam Taylor did not just put them in school; she sent them to Rakes Institute. And it is important to say here today that about 15 of them are graduating from Rakes this month. And when you listen to those girls and listen to their stories, mothers are telling their daughters to go and bring them to them. In fact, there was a particular girl who the mother refused for her to go to school because she wanted that girl to be going out and bring money. She be then that girl could not go. We had to go to negotiate. How do you expect people to go negotiate with you to send your child to Rakes? Rakes, everybody wants to send their child there. They said they're coming to send your daughter to Rakes. She just need to go and sit down and study. Their birthdays are celebrated by her, by the vice president. Their clothes, their feeding, their everything, just like you were sending your normal child to school. Everything about them is for the vice president. She didn't take them to pay school fees. She said that her children, I was telling her the other day, I said, you need to adapt them. Ali, let them be your children legally. She's sending them to, they want to send your daughter, and then you say she shouldn't go. And the lady girl was just saying the thing for the first time at the closing program. She said her mother wanted her